Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess. Y'all know my slogan, life is a game of chess. Hey, guys, I have two beautiful games that I want to share with y'all. The first game is with me playing the White Lion. I know I haven't really showed y'all the White Lion opening in a very long time, so I wanted to show y'all that the White Lion opening still works. There's still some tactical stuff inside that opening, so I'm definitely going to show y'all for this one. The second game I want to show y'all. To this day, I still don't know what the name of this opening is. I kind of like just made it up and everything, but it's all about sacking a rook in the beginning of the game. Uh, I guess it's a sound sacrifice, I guess, but I don't know. But without further ado, we're gonna get on started. All right, guys. So obviously, I played against a 2459. I played as white. He played as black. I played C3. Now, normally, a lot of people when they see C3, especially for a lot of y'all that have been watching my channel, y'all may think I'm about to play the Elshad, but I don't. And I didn't play this Elshad in this game. He plays E6, so I already know that he's already wants to play the French. And I think somebody asked me, can you play the white line against the French? And the answer is yes. D3, D5, knight B to D2, knight F6. I immediately go E4. D catches E4, D catches E4, E5, and then Queen C2. Bishop C5. I immediately go H3 because I want to prevent the knight from going to G4 and trying to hit on knight captures F2. B6 is played. I go knight F3, and then black actually castles kingside. Now the engine had me, I should have just took the pawn on E5, and it only gave me a .8 advantage and everything. Again, I don't like, I probably could have took it and then have an advantage, but I didn't want to put myself in any risk because my king's still in the center of the board. And having him get the E file in, I don't really want to play. I mean, I'm a risk player and stuff, but I don't really want to do that. So that's why I just played Bishop E2. Bishop A6 is played. I don't know if a lot of y'all, if y'all play the white line, y'all had somebody trade off y'all light square bishop. I'm starting to see this a lot. So if you're definitely watching this, I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I've done in this game. So when they played this, when my opponent played this on me, I actually just took. I just took the bishop. So as soon as he took, I went knight c4, getting a double attack on the e5 pawn, which is pretty much what I did. Um, he actually hits me with b5, and then I go knight catches e5. Now, I think my opponent wanted to do that because, again, he just sees my king in the center of the board, and, I guess he feels like he's going to get some activity. But the crazy part about this, guys, is I actually have something that's just, oh man, it's just pretty crazy though. But I go knight catches e5, and when he goes rook e8, this is when I actually castle. Now I know normally, with the white lion and the black lion, very rare of games that I actually castle. But I guess when you're playing against strong players or whatever, there's you just gotta know when to castle and then when not to castle. In this case, because his rook is on the e file and he does have some e file, it could potentially affect me in the future, which is why I just castle kingside. And plus, I'm up a pawn right now, so I feel as though I'm pretty good. And now I just need to hold on to that pawn, and I just need to do some tactical stuff, right? So after I castle, my opponent goes bishop d6, hitting my knight and everything. And guys, the crazy part is when I played this, I wasn't really sure if this was going to work or not, but I just did it anyway because, me, I like taking chances. I love seeing, and plus, like I said, this was a bullet game. So when it comes to bullet, I like to do some craziness, give it some tactical complication to my opponent where he just don't know what to do. So in this position, I actually go knight captures f7. So why did I go that? Well, I went knight catches f7, guys, because number one, I do like the threat of knight g5 check, and maybe I could go e5, maybe queen b3 check. It just seems like there's a lot of possibilities with this light square bishop out of the equation. Light square weaknesses coming. So this is what I'm looking at. Uh, he goes king catches f7. Now the move that I played rook e1. The crazy part is the engine said the best move was queen b3. And the crazy part is I saw the move queen b3, and then I changed my mind and was like, well, why not just play rook e1, where, if I play rook e1, I'm threatening, to pin, or not pin, but to fork the knight and a bishop. But also, by me moving the e5 pawn, I can create some light square weakness where to the point where I can drive out the knight and then maybe threat some stuff with knight g5 check or whatever. So these are the things that I'm looking at. A lot of stuff is gonna make sense once I do it, but the whole point of queen b3 check, if the king goes f8, then queen captures b5. Now, if the remind you the knight, it's kind of crazy though, because if the knight decides to go somewhere like c5, then I'll hit him with e5. To the point where if he takes with this, I could just take with check. So I pretty much will win a piece back. Uh, if it was, let me see, maybe knight b8, I still get this e5 coming in as well. So I still would have like a piece back, So, and this is stuff that I was just thinking about, you know. Uh, but yeah, but in this one, I didn't do, guys. I didn't do the queen b3. I did not do that at all. The move that I played was rook e1, and you're about to see why I played rook e1. Obviously, you already see that e5 is coming up, which is why my opponent played bishop c5, and then I immediately hit on with e5. And the whole point of me going rook e1 is not just the pin, or it's not just to fork the bishop and a knight, but it was also when I go e5, this knight will be driven away from his h7 pawn, and by him having light square weaknesses, I can definitely make it dangerous for him by going knight g5. You see what I'm saying? So that was the whole point of me with the rook on e1. But nah, the computer wanted me to go queen b3. I did not do that move. So knight d5 is played, and I immediately go queen captures h7. Again, guys, I'm threatening knight g5 check and queen captures g7, which soon it will be checkmate later on. So after queen captures h7, my opponent played rook h8. Now here's the little tricky trick, guys. Yes, I call it the tricky trick. So the move that I played is knight g5. Now most people, when they look at this position, they're like, "Oh man, he want to do that. Well, I'm gonna go queen captures. If he takes my queen, I'm gonna take his queen." That's what most people think when they see that. Unfortunately, my opponent actually fell for it. When I did knight g5, he actually fell for it. Queen captured g5, and I hit him with e6. And it doesn't matter where he goes. To be honest with you, if he decides to go king e8, then I can actually take uh, his rook. And as you notice, he can't go to none of these light squares because of my pawn on e6. So it seems like the only place he could really go is king e7. But then, of course, he'll lose the queen as well, and he will lose the rook on a8. So it's kind of kind of torture right there. But yeah, after queen captures g5, I hit him with e6. He fell for it. Uh, he goes king f6, which it didn't matter where he goes because it was just a lost situation for him. Bishop captures g5 check. He takes. Queen captures g7 check. And as you can see, guys, this is pretty much all over. Rook e5 check. King f4. Queen g5 is checkmate. Yeah, this is definitely torture, guys. But yeah, guys, if you ever get in a position like this whole bishop a6, I normally just take uh knight c4, take on e5 pawn. Yeah, and this is where it all starts, man. That knight captures f7 does wonders. But if y'all would ask me the question, now that you know that queen b5, would you change it and go queen b3, or would you still do rook e1? Personally, guys, even though I analyze it, I still like my rook e1. I mean, yes, it got me a win. Um, but after rook e1, what can yeah, see, and honestly, and maybe by me going rook e1, uh, he put a stop to me open up this e5 pawn, which is what I was planning to do. But he didn't know my strategy or anything. But even if he does do that, knight g5, king f8, yeah. So I still have f4. See, this is why I like rook e1. This is the reason why I like rook e1, because of this. Rook e1, uh, yeah, bishop d6, e5. I'm still opening up lines, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, and then I could just come back. You check me, king h2. Yeah, this is just this is kind of like torture, guys. After this, uh, yeah, and the crazy part is white has a big advantage. I am a plus 3.7 because of my position. So I still recommend rook e1. I still like rook e1. Queen b3. It looks too complicated for me. Like, I don't really know in depth, you know, of it. But I just thought rook e1 was kind of straight to the point. I have a lot of things going on, so this is why, you know, I did the rook e1. So I hope this actually help y'all, for all y'all that like playing, the black lion, or should I say the white lion opening. So that's just some stuff that I was looking at. These are my thoughts. All right. So we're gonna go to the next game, guys. Yeah, this next game is crazy, guys. Crazy, 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 man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. So obviously, this second game, again, I don't know what this. Oh, I still don't. Somebody told me what the name of this opening is, but I've never heard of it. And I don't think there's a book on it. This is something that I just kept doing for a long time, and it still gets me to win. So let's actually get started with this. So obviously, I played as black. My opponent played as white. He played knight f3. I played d6, g3, knight c6, bishop g2, e5. He castles king side, and I hit him with h5, d3, and this is where everything starts, guys. Literally, the fifth move. The fifth move. Everything gets hectic after this. After h4, guys, it is about to go down. Literally, it is about to go down. Knight catches h4, rook catches h4, g catches h4, and queen catches h4. Now, most people may say that rook is not a good sacrifice. They say it's one of those sound sacrifice and everything. So, yeah, and I guess that's all you can really say is a sound sacrifice. It's not an immediate win. But it is a sound sacrifice, and it's only due to the fact, the reason why I did that is because, as you can see, the king side is getting very open. Maybe once I develop all my pieces, I can move my rook over to threat some checkmate, or it's always some other things. But we're about to show you exactly some stuff. So he goes e4, and this is like literally a move. It's a move, guys. E4. Maybe he wants to go queen f3 or something. But instead, I go bishop g4. F3 is played, and I play bishop d7. He goes queen e1, trying to exchange the queens, because obviously, guys, if he exchanges queens, then white will have a big advantage. So I play queen h5 because I don't want to exchange at all. Knight c3 is played. I play knight f6. He plays knight d5, and again, I see what white is doing in this game. I think he's trying to exchange all my pieces down because I am down a rook. But, black still has some other tricks up his sleeve. So in this case, guys, I have to take this knight because he is threatening knight capture c7 check, where he'll be able to get another rook, and that wouldn't be good at all. So I pretty much took, he takes, and then I go knight d4. Now I am threatening knight capture c2, where I'll be forking the queen and a rook, right? My opponent played queen f2, and I played g5. And the whole point of g5 is because, again, guys, I don't want him to push down on f4. And also, guys, maybe if I can get my knight to f5 or something, maybe I can have some other play or whatever, something, But also, I do want to get this bishop out the way. I want to develop it and maybe castle queen side and then bring the rook to the h file. You know. So c3 is played, which I already knew he needs to kick my knight out the way. So I go knight f5. F4 is played, in which I'm not really sure why he played this F4 move. Um, I mean, actually, I do know why. My bad, guys. I know why he played F4. The only reason why he gave up the pawn is because he wanted to activate his light square bishop. That was the whole point of it. But I don't think he needed to play F4 right away. But this kind of helps my position, though. G catches F4. Now, once I get my rook on the G file, that's going to be pretty crazy, especially once I cast the queen side. So he goes d4. All he's trying to do is open up as much as possible. My king's still in the center of the board. He's doing it all. I castle queen side. He takes. I take. Queen captures. As you see, he is threatening checkmate. So, of course, I see that. I go bishop b5, guys. The whole point of bishop b5 is I'm hitting the rook, but also I'm giving myself a way of escape. If he does decide to go queen a8, I have a way of escape here. And then another good thing is because the bishop is here, he wouldn't be able to check me because my light square bishop is guarding the light squares. All right. Bishop d2, and then I just took his rook. Obviously, this was a blunder on his part. But also, I don't think he really has too much options anyway. I just think he's losing right now. So yeah, after I took, he takes. I go bishop d6. He checks me. King d7. Queen catches b7. And then, guys, I hit him with bishop c5. Now, with bishop c5, and I'm going to actually cover this. I'm hoping. Oh yeah, this is good. So yeah, I want to cover this whole my notation because I want to get y'all to actually think for yourselves. So after bishop c5 check, what do you think white would do? All right, what do you think white would do? So obviously you gotta be mindful, guys. With this bishop c5 check, you gotta know that if the king comes h1, this is checkmate. This would be checkmate automatically, right? So of course, my opponent played rook f2, right? So a lot of y'all probably will go bishop catchers f2, right? Some of y'all would do that. But there is a better move, guys. I'm gonna let y'all think for a minute. What would be the best move in this position? It's gonna seem easy at first, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all is probably gonna get this right. But I give y'all 3 seconds to think about this move. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. All right, guys, if you said this move, Queen D1, you are absolutely correct. Why this move? Because, guys, obviously this would be checkmate, but it's not checkmate yet because the only move that he could block it with is either the bishop or the bishop on F1. Obviously, bishop E1, you're just giving me a free dark square bishop, and I'm just getting closer to your king to checkmate you. Simple as that. So, obviously, the move is bishop F1. He blocks it with that. All right, guys. So now, what is the next move? What is the next move would you do in this position? What will you do? Give y'all 3 seconds to figure this out. Y'all should already know. All right, guys. If you said the move Rook G8, you are correct. That is the move. Why is this a good move? Because again, guys, we're just getting closer. This is the G file and everything. The rook cannot move because the bishop is pinning the rook. The bishop cannot move because the queen is pinning this light square bishop. So the only thing that he can do right now is king h1. All right. So what is the next move? What would you do after this? What would you do in this move? Right. Now I'll give y'all 5 seconds to figure this one out. Give y'all 5 seconds. What is the next move? What is the next best move, guys? The next best move. You need to pause the video. Pause the video. Now I know a lot of y'all probably thinking, Bishop captures F2. You take that, then this would be, a better move. Like black wins either way. But no, Bishop catches F2 is not the move. Definitely not the move. But if you found this move, Queen F3 check, you are absolutely correct. Why is this move correct? Because if Rook captures F3, Rook G1 is checkmate. That is checkmate for you. All right. So, with Queen F3 check and everything, my opponent actually plays Bishop G2. So after Bishop G2, I played Knight G3 check. All right. You're probably wondering why Knight G3. It's more forcing, guys. It is definitely more forcing. I know a lot of y'all probably would have thought maybe Queen captures, but you do give White an opportunity to maybe try to get you in a discovered check or whatever, or not a discovered check, but to keep checking you. In which we don't want none of that. That's not what we want. So I wanted something forcing, where the white queen wouldn't be able to make any move at all. I wanted something forcing. Queen F3 is definitely a forcing move, which is why I did it. And when he didn't take, I needed another forcing move. That forcing move is Knight G3 check. Again, if the king goes G1, obviously, guys, this is checkmate automatically. It's nothing that white could do. So to me, this is very forcing. Obviously, my opponent takes my knight, and then after Rook H8 check, King G1, and then Queen captures F2 is checkmate. So the moral of this game, guys, there's always a message. The moral of it is always find forcing moves. Forcing move is always the best move. Instead of just taking material, you want to look for forcing moves. Forcing moves is key, guys. Again, guys, if you're trying to find out, how to learn or really how to find forcing moves like for yourself, always study that book, Forcing Chess Moves. It's a very, very awesome book, guys. A very, very awesome book. I will actually put it in my description box below of this video, so y'all can definitely check it out. Um, yeah. So definitely, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know what you think, and also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys. Peace.